it too, so I plan on using it. Mountain driving is really slow for trucks, especially if you're heavy like I am right now. I'm carrying about 44,000 pounds worth of bananas. You know, queue up Gwen Stefani smelling bananas for us. Hopefully my camera doesn't bounce off the mountain again. Hey, I'm doing widescreen also, and I have both hood mirrors in it. Nice, very nice. Very nice. I forget how much leaving Cali into Oregon is with all the turns. But everything's slow in a truck. You'll hear the hazards too, maybe. And what the hazards mean, if I drop below 50, hazards go on. Yeah, the camera's a little off-centered, but I'll try to fix it here in a second. Alright, that's probably the best I can do. I always like this. I like Oregon for driving, because I'm from Wyoming. I like my nature. I like my nature. Yeah, mountain driving also takes quite a bit of concentration. So I always like going into Oregon for Northern Cali, and I don't mind Northern Cali either. Northern Cali is pretty rural, and then Eastern Oregon, I just love it. I just love Eastern Oregon. I hold this speed, which I doubt I will. I'm just now starting to climb, so yeah, I should hear quite a bit of engine noise too, which I guess a lot of people like hearing it. I kind of like hearing it too. This low started from Oxnard, California, and it's heading up to Grandview, Washington, I think it was. Wonder if you'll the fire start. Oh, phone just fell. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay. Last time I was up here, there was a lot of fire scarring going on. So I wonder if it's still going to be up here. I guess this place got fired pretty badly a couple years ago. Man, damn it. Try to adjust the camera once we go around this corner. So we're gonna get over to Bay Road. This is why I need to buy a better mount. There we go. This thing just swivels too easily. Magnet's not very strong. We're strongest magnet on Earth, it says. Pretty soon I had like a GoPro or something. I don't want to worry about it. I'll just get like hit a remote, like a live remote or something, so I just hit play or record or whatever and starts recording. Actually, here within a day or two, I have a Discord. I'll be posting it in my community, and then yeah, anybody's welcome to join. You know, come post pictures, video suggestions, chat it up. Trucking out here, man, you need some socialization. Otherwise, you get a little bored. It's like but that's probably the best way to say it. You get a little lonely too at the same time. Not looking forward to doing this drive though when it snows. I've heard this stretch can be pretty fun when it snows. Due to visibility and stuff too. I don't mind if I'm heavy. I like the Portland drive too. Next time we go east towards Portland, well, start east of Eastern Oregon, going at Portland, I have to make sure to record that drive, because that drive, you get like a good hour and a half of following a river all the way to Portland, and it's pretty nice. Looks like it's a back highway, but you're on an interstate. So you're just all like following the river. I hit the rumble strip. Following the river, going through some really small towns. Definitely some Christian areas too. I always like how green Oregon is. I definitely would never move here though. This drive isn't bad. Yesterday, I started in Oxnard, Cali, picked it up. Went about 560, 70 miles, which wasn't bad. I was making good pace. Had about 20 minutes left on my clock, so I ate all that clock up. Stopped about, when did I stop? About 7 a.m. And so that pretty much, I stopped at a rest stop. Perfect time to stop too is right 6, 7 a.m. That's like the perfect time to start looking about stopping, because the engine brake is on, if in case anybody's wondering what that noise is. Most truckers won't know that noise. The problem with this heavy load is, the heavy load is going to want to push me down this hill. It's only a 6% grade. Not a huge grade, but what the 6% means is it goes down 60 feet every 100 feet. Every reflector post, the reflector post is 60 feet. Which I have not seen any here. Sure likes to go right. We're almost about to start snaking up here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have like 400 miles to go to get fuel. So I might be stopped to get fuel sooner than I wanted. Forgot about, so when you're climbing like this, you chug fuel. I'm getting 2 miles to the gallon right now. Normally I'll get like 8 to like 12. Climbing at 38 miles an hour right now. You get an idea of like what heavy loads do, and we're still dropping the speed. This charcoal is better than my International did though. That International was only a 10 speed, this is 12 speed. International, if you got below 25 miles an hour, it would dump cruise control off. This truck will leave cruise on pretty much all the way. Unless you stop, and then it won't allow you to cruise control, kick it back on until you get above like 10 or 15. And this truck is getting ready to pass me. I passed him like 30 minutes ago. Well, he's definitely lighter than I am. And we're going 33. We're still dropping. Slowly. I'm gonna turn my lights on now. most vehicles. I don't get to see over all of them, but most I get to see over. Yep, we gained a couple speed. And then we lost it. Yep, there we go, another 6% grade. Then get an end over here too. This truck gets past me. Down there on the boat ramp and stuff. I don't know if the camera's picking it up through the guardrail. A little wavy. Overall, this trip's been pretty easy. The only downside about this trip is I have about 13 hours left of my 70, so I will be resetting after I deliver this. I'm also planning on doing a point of view, like first person point of view. Things like when I go to fuel up, or when I'm backing. I'm also planning on getting like a tripod too, and doing a trailer point of view, so meaning how I, as I'm still not experienced enough and fully comfortable in every setup, approach my backings and then back it in. Like, yes, when I picked this load, I was impressed with myself. I had one of my better backings, considering when I had to get it in there, I had to go in there at like a vertical angle, because there was construction in the middle, so I couldn't button hook it in or take it wide. So I had to like cut it like I'm slicing butter, cut through at an angle vertically. We're pretty much at the top now. Now we're a bit, we'll start descending now and again. But so it was a 90-degree bag, because the way I had to come in, there's no way I could have 45'd it. So because the gate was like right next to my trailer, my load, and then it's also where I drop, because it's also our drop area. There's 5 spots there, and I came vertically in directly at them. That's the only way I can go in. And so I pretty much just straightened out, did 90, but I said, when I had to straighten up the trailer, it means I overshot the setup, so I had to back up and start angling the trailer that way too. But I was actually quite impressed. I'm definitely getting much better. For some reason, I'm doing better with dry van. My camera shifted. Doing better with dry van than I was with reefer, or doing better with reefer than I was with dry van. I mean, it's probably because also I'm able to get to sleep more consistently. I'm not flip-flopping a lot in my sleep patterns like they wanted me to with dry van, and it was really affecting me. I I couldn't do some things, even the simplest things I couldn't do. I was struggling with. Like I was really good with 45s, and once they started slipping off me, I started struggling hard. The only thing I haven't experienced yet, all the way yet, but with Reaper, there are wait times. I've heard horror stories like National Beef over in Liberal, Kansas, where some people sat there. I guess they sent a full reset there, meaning a full 34 hours. So I'm gonna spend 8 hours. Mine was dropping hooks, so luckily I didn't have to experience that. But the yard still sucks. It's still fucking soup bowl. Soup bowl means it's muddy as hell. Indiana, when it ruined my tire a couple weeks ago, I haven't got to my shop to get it aligned. It tweaked my alignment, so I'm going home in here for a couple weeks. So when I go through there, I'll make sure to stop, because every other shop I go to, Salt Lake's the only one they'll pretty much schedule somebody that day to come out and to align your truck. The alignment tech comes to you. Otherwise, you would have to get scheduled in the dealership, and I don't feel like spending a day to get aligned when it takes an hour at most. So I'm probably gonna fuel at Chamonti. I don't remember the name of that place. It's pretty much the first major town they get through here. Also, being from Wyoming, I have a bad habit of hugging lines. Well, bad habit during the summer, great habit during the winter, and during storms. Okay, another 6% grade. And my camera moved again. And view camera. Just do this video just to show you guys what it's like to drive into like just a general mountain. This isn't like a hard one. I've been through hard areas. Considering it's a yep, here's a little fire starting still here. Okay. I forgot. I haven't been over here in a while. But give you an idea of like how long it roughly takes, how slow it is, or how fast, depending on the load. Like I said, I'm 44,000 pounds, so I am loaded. That is 79,000 pounds. The trailer usually, my truck, let's see, my truck weighs like 17, trailer's like 33, so I am loaded. Trailer, and what I mean by truck 17, that's truck's weight by itself, 17, trailer's weight empty is 33. Definitely does better daytime recording quality, which makes sense. Natural lighting, and it's not trying to use your headlights if they're shit headlights to get its lighting. Last time I came through Oregon, I was on the back highway going from Idaho into the Oregon corner into Cali. So that way, I don't remember the highway name. But I was heading towards, go south of, what was it, Biggs I think it was? Sounds about right. But there was one head-to-head highway, one lane, and somebody took a turn really fast, ate the side of the cliff and rolled and dumped all their load over the road. I got stopped there for 3 hours. I got held up though. I showed up late, but I guess some people have been sitting there for like 10 hours. When I got there, they already had the load cleaned up, and they were just hooking up the truck, but they were using a traffic control and taking turns letting the traffic go. So like they'd let about 10 vehicles go and then, you know, switch sides. It's funny, the speed I'm taking this turn at, when I first started driving, I would never do this speed. Everything seems fast up here. Alright, I don't know what my truck was picking up there. So that was the engine brake kicking on because it said something was in front of the radar like a couple hundred feet away, so it was trying to back me down. Yeah, we're gonna start backing it off though. Those slight hills, so we're gonna get the speed now. The only thing I don't like about these heavy loads that are stacked pretty high, when you come out of a turn, sometimes I like to kind of like a rubber band effect to you, kind of like push you forward, like your feet. And I always forget to account for that, especially if it's like a longer turn, a sharper turn. Don't do this, guy. Don't be this guy. Don't get in front of me and slow down. This guy just slowed down 5. Don't be a jackass like this. There's no reason to do it. I'm in a mountain. How much faster do you think I can go? Like, look, I started climbing at 55, and I'm already down to 48 that quickly. This heavy load drops my speed that quick. I also got to worry about this load too. I had to put 2 load bars in there. The load bars are pretty much bars that go across the load, that get pressed against the load, they go wall to wall, and they're to keep the pallets from like tilting or rocking or moving. They're load locks. And I had some road damage down like my first 2 hours, and it knocked the bottom one loose. The top one's still up there, the top one has not moved. And they were both at the same tension, so that kind of pisses me off, but whatever. And when I even made sure when I put them up there, I was jumping around on them. Granted, it's not a lot of my weight to jump around on them, but I was jumping, tugging on them, made sure they were staying. Because the trailers do flex as you drive down the road. They do flex around, the walls do. So, I mean, it kind of bothers me, but I will still have to not break the seal, and then even if the other one falls, which, alright. But it bothers me because I was like, I spent all that extra like 5 minutes tugging on the fuckers, jumping on them, yanking on them, and they didn't move, and then I had one good bump at 60 miles an hour, and it just bumped, and then it fell, and I didn't hear it. Definitely enjoying the reefer side more than the drive-in though. I like the drive-in and drop-in route. I really did when I had it for like the full month, and I was doing like 3,200 miles a week, you know. But then COVID happened, and I was like, okay, they're flip-flopping me now. Now I'm getting live loads, live unloads. The field isn't exactly organized already as it is. And now it's definitely more unorganized because I'm getting there. They're like, oh, we didn't give you the numbers we're supposed to, and you need those numbers to get this load. And your dispatchers have the numbers, so you got to spend there. You got to sit there for another day, so they can give you those numbers. Yeah, Samsung down to San Diego sucks. Not doing that again. Not to mention when they want you to put a 53-foot trailer in a 40-foot area next to other 40-foot trailers, which is fine. But then they stack them too close together, so you can't swing in there. Oh, it's also, you know, muddy and international. That international, I kept getting stuck. Any fucking mud hole area I went into, I kept getting stuck. I take this truck once to a mud spot, and it doesn't get stuck. I just like the way this truck drives better. Like, the international said too many quirks. I mean, I didn't mind it mechanically, but there was like the mirror shaking, the dead spot in the pedal, like you have to like go through the dead spot to get power, and then you didn't want that much power that gave you right away, but it was too late, it was like, okay. And then like, a hill hold assist wasn't bad. Sometimes it sucked, but like what that means is like, okay, this truck, if I hit the brake and I hold the brake to stop and I let go, it'll sit there for a couple seconds before it lets me start rolling. International, you stop, you let go of the brake, you start rolling again, which that's fine sometimes. But it also meant too when you're backing up to a dock sometimes, when you're wanting it to kind of hold, you can kind of definitely ease it in. It would bounce you out the fucking wall, bounce out the dock. It's like a bumper car, it's just a little rubber pad, you know, rubber pad, literally a giant rubber pad, would just kind of bounce you back off instead of just letting you kind of sit and ease back into it. But alright, I guess I'm gonna go finish this drive. I gotta let you guys get a little, you know, bit of me rambling, and give you a little, you know, update of where I'm at, what I'm doing. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. I'll definitely be posting the Discord channel or Discord invite link in my community areas and probably on my Twitter. So I'll post that stuff in my community tab. You guys stay safe out there.